This is Jay from GameSkinny, and I'm here to talk to you in this video about slideshows and how to use them effectively and excellently on GameSkinny and really on any website that you write for, be it your own blog or on GameSkinny. Now, slideshows have a really dirty reputation attached to them. We have articles like this from The Atlantic called "The Pernicious Myth That Slideshows Drive Traffic." When people see slideshows on the internet, they generally feel sort of taken advantage of. They feel a little patronized that this is not the sort of thing that they actually want. This is not the content that they want. Slideshows only benefit the people that actually write them and don't really do much for the reader themselves. And this entire article is pretty great. It's essentially a crucifixion of poor slideshow etiquette and encourages there to be better slideshow etiquette. And if you're going to do a slideshow, make sure it's something that adds value to your reader. And I'm a big fan of this. I think this is exactly the sort of thing we should be going after. Now, slideshows have a bad rep because of some articles that might look a little like this. Oh, geez, lots going on. So you've got something like this what to eat before and after a workout article, which could be a great article. It definitely could be. There could be some excellent information here, but when I'm here, I sort of feel like I'm being a little overwhelmed by ads. There are ads inside the article. There's 3 of them in this one slide, and there's 11 slides here. And that feels like a lot. It just really does. Now, I think my plugin crashed here, but this slideshow here on GameSkinny does have ads in it, and all slideshows are going to have ads in them. That's totally fine. But if I'm reading this piece, I don't feel overwhelmed by ads. I don't feel like I'm being taken advantage of as a reader. And the reason for that is not just design or placement of the ad, but it's really because of the content of each slide. Now, each slide in this slideshow, and this is what we encourage and sort of preach at GameSkinny, is its own little micro article of sorts. So this article is the 10 most expensive video games ever made, and here in the number 3 spot is Grand Theft Auto 5. Here you see we've got good information. We've got the original cost and inflation, which means there's a little bit of effort put into figuring those numbers out. And there's a lot of good interesting facts and tidbits, bits of information, other sorts of things that put these costs into a much larger context. So we have here being total expenses surpass the production budget of every Hollywood blockbuster ever made, with the exception of Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. That's a fun fact. That doesn't have to be in here at all. This slideshow could literally just be name of the game and cost, and a lot of sites would pass that off as content. But here we have Rob putting in a lot more effort, doing a hell of a lot more than just that, giving us tidbits, fun facts, interesting things that we actually care about. And if we are readers, and if we're the target demographic of this, which we likely are if we're reading it, then we're getting something interesting out of this article, because every slide is its own little article. So it's not really like we're just reading one 10-slide article. We're actually reading actually I guess it's 12, but we're actually reading small micro articles that all happen to be bundled together. And it makes the most sense to have them bundled together like this in a slideshow, because if this was one big article, it might be a little too overwhelming. Maybe it would be a little difficult to get through, and maybe if I'm just sort of looking at the thumbnails, I can see, oh wait, that's Grand Theft Auto, or oh, that looks like Destiny. I'm going to click on one of those. I'm going to scan through very quickly. And that's the reason to have a slideshow. If having a slideshow makes more sense than having an article, you should do a slideshow. And whenever you do a slideshow, respect your reader, add a little more value to their experience by actually writing stuff that they care about, and that's interesting, and that they actually want to read the next slide. Don't just take advantage of them by doing a slideshow. So that's my spiel about slideshows. If you're on GameSkinny and you want to write, I highly recommend giving a slideshow a chance. Slideshows are also a great way to practice writing, because this is an outline. If you haven't noticed, each slide is a section, and that's a great way to practice segmenting your articles, your thoughts into different sections, making it easier to write, and that's a great thing. So, I'm Jay. These are slideshows. If you decide to write them, I really hope that you add value to your slideshows that your readers care about. Thanks for watching.